I don't know because according to the immigration officer, as far as their department is concerned, there was no problem. So, but apparently there was something with something to do with the police authorities. So I have to wait. One officer, came down to the airport, and I don't know what happened. They have, I think they spent about 15 to 20 minutes in the room, and then went to the turnstile, I think. And then eventually the immigration officer came and told me that thing has been cleared. So I'm still in the dark as to the reason why I was, or rather my entry was problematic, or rather took some time to clear my entry. Well, I'm just making a point that when the power is such that being exercised in such a manner, so I'm obviously in the dark as to why, because this creates a lot of question and still hanging up to now as to why, because this poses a question as to whether we actually have this freedom of movement that has been enshrined in the Constitution. So this is, I think, a serious question, not just for me, but also for other people. People can be stopped, can be withheld that way. So I think it makes a mockery of the right that has been enshrined in the Constitution. And I think even though when we look at it from the point of view of the two states, the point here is that it can be abused. And can you be sure that the exercise of the power is actually in the interest of the people in the state? And we have seen cases whereby this deportation or whatever was not done actually in the interest of the state. In fact, it's just to protect the power that be in that particular state. So this is where I think you have this question whether the continuance of such positions is actually good and beneficial for the states in particular, and for the nation in general, because I think it also raises question, and it has been raised many times, about whether we are actually for true integration between the state when we still have this provision. So whether you like it or not, I think the exercise of the power in the recent years has put up this question mark, as to whether this is something that should continue. No, I'm not I'm not saying about making action. Probably what I can say is that this case, because involving somebody like me, can highlight the importance of looking back, of re-looking into it, because I think the time has come after more than, or now close to 50 years, to look at it, not just from the point of view of the 20-point agreement or whatever, but also from the point of view whether this particular provision in particular is actually good for the people of the state. No, I never said that. Probably because I was still under investigation. But again, so far for the past 2-3 weeks, I've not received any question from the police, and I guess they have completed their investigation. So why the need to do it here, and why the need to kind of limit my movement? So that is something which I think rather strange to me. No, they have revoked the suspension. They have revoked, and now I'm back in the teaching. But I must maintain just like before, that I think the suspension was too much, and I think, like some people say, they kind of overkill the issue. So, anyway, it has been revoked. So I'm back in the university. So, but again, I think the case remained that it was kind of doing things not in the right in the right proportion. Well, generally people in general, and academics in particular, have been having this perception of constraint and whatnot. Yes, I mean that would put fear in the mind of the people, and this is something which I think not good as far as democracy is concerned, as far as freedom of expression is concerned, and I think denying the people in general from knowing, from having information about things which probably simply not within their disposition. I happen to be with PAS today, but actually I've been going around and fulfilling invitation to speak on the constitution, on things that they think I have expertise in. So, question of whether I'm thinking of joining politics, I think doesn't arise at all.
So you'll still continue being with UIN?
I'm not saying an academic. I mean, I can be with anybody because academics, I think, is also they are free to move around. They can be with University A one day and the next day with University B. So there's no reason why I should stick to one place only, because I think what is important is I have the platform, I have the space to speak what I think is right and within my field of expertise. Well, this is, I think, easily the biggest so far of the workshop that we have organized. I mean, I'm part of the ideas organization. I mean, the part of the think tank, and I hope with this we can continue, and yes, we are going to have another one in Seremban next week. So from our point of view, this is good, this is encouraging, and I think this will continue, and perhaps after some time we'll think about making this program a better one, or probably a more formalized one, probably giving them certificate or even diploma at the end of the course, so that more people, especially those who are interested, can have a kind of a formal education in the Constitution.
So for the next workshop, we're also going to talk about the constitutions in Seremban.
Yes, we have. I think this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is the third one, and that's going to be the fourth. And I think, given the response so far, people are, I think, now more passionate about the Constitution. So I think it's only natural that we expand this throughout the country. So I think with the funding that we have got, with the interest that we have been seeing, I think things are getting better and brighter. I'm not just PAS, because the next one we're going to have a program together with PKR and also the AP. So not just PAS. You may wonder, you may ask the question, why only Pakatan? My answer is simply this: because they are the only people who seem to be interested in the Constitution. UMNO so far has never extended any invitation to me to speak about the Constitution, and this is, I think, the problem. So when they are not happy with me, but at the same time they don't give any space or any platform to speak about it, and they do not seem to be willing to listen to me. So that is, I think, a major problem.